Hey, it's Gilbite here. This video, I'm going to show you how to unbox, assemble, and do the initial break-in on this Fortress 27-gallon high-performance air compressor that I picked up at Harbor Freight. So the first thing you want to do after you get it unloaded off your truck or whatever, you got to cut or break the nylon lines. That's going to allow you to lift up this top piece. You don't have to cut anything, just lift it up. Now, I already did this. This piece of styrofoam is going to be up here somewhere, or down here actually, I think it was right here. And there's going to be some components stuck in there. That is the little bolts for the wheels and the rack for the hose, as well as a manual. You want to take those off. Next step, you want to put the wheels on. The wheels, see, one was down in the box. The other one I think was up here. Anyway, got your wheels, and you're going to have the little axle piece that will secure them. Now, how do you put those on? All right, per the instructions, you want to cut the box. All right, so I've actually pulled it out of that box on the base. You can cut it and then fold it over, get the same results. But just in case I wanted to return it, didn't work or something, I wanted to save that box anyway. So they have it so that you can take the little axle piece, the bolt. It's already it's already got the nut and the washers on it in the right order. Take that, put it through. Flat washer, spring or locking washer. Then the 16 mil nut goes on the inside. And this outside is a 17. So snug those up good. I'll do the other side. And you've got the hose. Don't do that, because you'll shoot. Ran. Locking washers, nylon type. These are 13 mil. Snug those up. Now on mine, this knob was loose. I had to push it in. Now I've not turned it. But you can see what it's got. You know, your pressure, you can adjust. And then you got two hookups. Not doing anything with that. It's off. Plugged in. The air valve is open. Now I want to turn it on for 30 minutes to break in the motor. Start the timer. Alright, it's been 30 minutes. Turn it off, unplug it, stop your timer, and you can go ahead and close the air relief. Now it's ready to use. Just plug it in and let it air up. What I have read is it takes about 10 minutes to fill it to the 200 pounds. Oh, There are a few more things that you will need. So this is from the manual. And I say need, depends on what you're doing. But you might want, okay, an air hose, yeah, it's a given. A filter, a regulator, and a coupler and plug. So there's your filter, your regulator, and your coupler and plug. Now, a lubricator, leader hose, air cleaner, dryer, and air adjusting valve. They list as optional. And here is the stationary air supply setup. So if you're going to run basically hard lines, that's what you would need. And the instructions are available on the website. So how loud is it? Well, 45 to 50 just standing here. Right in front of it. $77. I'm less than 10 feet away. About 10 feet away is 75, 76. One interesting thing, we got the cable power coming out the front of the unit with your controls and everything right here. You'd think that this would be coming out the back. It's not. Okay, whatever. I mean, I guess it's not a big deal, but that seems like a waste of about 8 inches of cable cord. I've almost completed my setup. Got the hose now. I went with the 3/8 inside diameter PVC hose, 300 up to 300 pounds. I went with that because I'm going to be doing some outdoor stuff. It is 50 feet, which is just enough, in my opinion, for like a 2-car garage and to be able to reach everything. I mean, it's 50 feet. You can measure your stuff. One thing you're gonna need are the connections, the connectors. There's a 3/8 and a 1/4. And you're gonna need some Teflon tape for when you put it in so that it won't leak. On the other side, you're gonna want this style, same size, 3/8 with the 1/4 inch quick connect Teflon tape, and it's just the Teflon tape like this. And when you buy tools like this one, it doesn't come with a quick connect. You could screw that on to something, I suppose, but buy yourself a quick connect in to put on it so that you can then just attach it to the end of your hose quickly and easily. Be aware on your tools for the max pressure, and be sure to set, in this case, use the knob to adjust the setting so that it's no higher than your max pressure. I will be getting a filter that'll probably go right here for this one, and depending on what other tools I end up using, get some other pieces for it, but I can use it at this point. So hope that was helpful. If so, please like, subscribe, comment, and good luck with yours. Yeah. Hey, just a quick addendum. I have now had this for 8 months. I've used it to paint a hood and a bumper, as well as operate air tools and everything, and it's worked great. So yeah, so far so good.